guys, welcome to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be doing a bit of a food vlog around Woolworths. It used to be called Countdown in New Zealand, but they've just done like a brand change. So if you guys aren't familiar, Woolworths is a supermarket in New Zealand. It's kind of a bit like maybe a Tesco or a Sainsbury's in the UK. When you go in store, they do actually have separate sections that are kind of gluten-free, which I often kind of check out what they've got to offer. But I would say it's not extensive, so if you've got certain dietary requirements, it's not as kind of large of a selection compared to other supermarkets I've been to. I'm always tempted by a bakery aisle in any supermarket I seem to go in any country. It does smell amazing. I mean, there's something so good about kind of freshly baked bread and pastries, and these croissants look gorgeous. They do also have like slices of quite large pieces of cake. This is very similar to what you can kind of get in Costco. I do think Costco is probably a little bit cheaper, but these aren't too bad. I mean, they're still quite large in size. And I really liked these little mini breads. There was one that was pumpkin, and then there was another which was like a parmesan option. Really quite nice, but again, not gluten-free, so probably not wise for me. But they did look really gorgeous. I would say I'm not a massive cheese lover. Compared to a lot of my friends that would much rather have a cheese platter, I am more of kind of a sweet treat type of girl. But they do seem to have quite a variety of cheeses. I really like a nice strong cheddar or maybe like a blue cheese. And I really love truffles. And this cheese has actually got truffles in, which is more my thing. And also it's truffle season in Auckland at the moment. I'll also link a card in the corner and in the description bar below a truffle hunt that I did in New Zealand a couple of years ago. I don't really buy sodas or kind of carbonated drinks, but I do think in New Zealand they do have a different variety and quite a good choice of carbonated drinks and cans if you did want them, and I think they're fairly reasonably priced. Also New Zealand, a lot of people really love feijoa, which is a fruit here that's really popular, and you'll find a variety of drinks that are feijoa flavoured. I don't really eat that much New Zealand chocolate, but I do particularly like Whittaker's chocolate when I'm baking and making kind of chocolate brownies. I would say as well, you can still get other imported brands, so like this Lotus Biscoff. I've not tried these vanilla biscuits though, but they do look really nice. And also you can get these Hershey Kisses. I'm not a massive fan of American chocolate. I know that's quite controversial to my US viewers, but yeah, I would say I do prefer European chocolate over American chocolate. I do really like Toblerone as well. I'm on the lookout for a dark Toblerone because I'm trying to make a recipe for a chocolate mousse that a friend gave me, but I do need the dark Toblerone. So if you guys in New Zealand can recommend where I can get that from, put in the comments below, that would be great. I've always found it really useful how Woolworths do divide up into the aisles the different types of imported items. So you've got Mexican, British, Asian, and it's so much easier to find the things that you want if you're looking for imported items. Now these sherbet kind of licorice dips are something I used to have when I was younger. It's a bit of a blast from the past. And also these whispers I do really like, so I might get a few of those. It's usually kind of a higgledy-piggledy mix of all sorts of things, sweet, savoury, drinks, food, condiments that you'll often find in the imported section. Now these are something that you would always seem to find in English pubs in the UK. These are pork scratchings, which sounds horrendous, and they're basically just pork fat. So it is a unique kind of take. And these, one of my friends who lived in Holland used to recommend these. They're really popular. So tempted to get those as well. Woolworths do have a fairly good variety of meats, but I would say Pack and Save do offer a lot more variety. I do like the look of these hickory barbecue ribs. I've never actually gone to the US and had like a full-on barbecue, but that would be something I'd love to do. But these are really tempting. In New Zealand you can get quite a different variety of milks. I only actually drink A2 protein milk. I just find that's a lot better on my stomach, but you can get the usual kind of milks. You can also get the alternative milks as well, and also lactose-free options. Okay, so I don't really need any more items on the shop, but I would say I've probably been a little bit influenced here. I was recently listening to the podcast Help I Sexted My Boss, which is really hilarious. I'll link the details in the description bar below of their podcast. It's super funny. But they were actually having these French fancies, and I've not actually had these in ages, so I think I'm going to have to get them. And totally it's because of their podcast that they were having them, but they're hilarious, and they've got a book out as well. And these cherry and almond Bakewell tarts, these do look really tempting, but I think I really want to go with the French fancies. I'm really tempted to try maybe doing a collagen supplement or a powder, and I know this brand's quite popular in New Zealand. If you guys can recommend any of the brands and put in the comments below, that would be really useful, because maybe trying to try some tablets or a powder could be a good idea. So I've just got back from Countdown, which is also known as Woolworths in New Zealand, and I didn't really need that much stuff. I was running out of a few household products, so it's not like a full shop or anything, but I got a variety of different things. So I've got this these moisture kind of crystals, which you kind of need living in New Zealand, in my opinion. A lot of the properties here don't have the best kind of ventilation and kind of circulation of air and things, so certainly now it's winter in New Zealand, I always have these around the house, which help with kind of the moisture inside. Then I was also running out of baking paper, and also we call this cling film in England, but in New Zealand they call it glad wrap. Let me know in the comments whether whichever country you're in, what they call it. But yeah, I still call it cling film actually, but yeah, it's actually called Glad Wrap here. Then also I was running out of just bin bags and a few kind of these sheets. They're kind of laundry sheets, which are really handy. I did also have a few tempting sweet goods. So I got Mr. Kipling French Fancies. Now, any of my UK followers and subscribers, you may be familiar with Mr. Kipling. So it's quite a well-known kind of bakery goods, pretty much kind of brand. So these are imported, so I paid a bit more. These are about $7 or $8. And to give you an idea, in the UK, they're probably more like £1, £2, I think. And then also I got some more McVitie's Hobnobs, which are kind of chocolate biscuits, kind of oaty biscuits. And then in addition, I got some Galaxy Minstrel. So Galaxy is the name of the brand, a bit like Cadbury. And also I got a Whisper. So one of my favourite chocolate brands is Galaxy, so I thought I'd kind of treat myself to a few of these. So these are more expensive because they're imported. Then I just got a couple of onions because I'm going to do a spag bol in the week. Just running low on carrots. I do eat quite a lot of carrots, I would say, pretty much every evening. I either roast them or do something with them. And then also getting into this butternut bites. It's kind of a lazy way of doing butternut squash, but it's quite handy when I roast them. So all in all, with the cauliflower as well, I only got like a half cauliflower. But all of this, bearing in mind some of it is imported, was $78. So I'd say that's probably fairly expensive actually, but it's because part of it is imported. And I was also running out of some of these, and these are about $10 each a bag. So that's $20 just there. But I just thought I'd kind of go over them really to give you a bit of an idea of what I got. I hope you enjoyed this video. So I'll include the playlist in the link in the corner and in the description bar below. So far I've done a variety of different New Zealand supermarkets and kind of gone round and given you an idea of what they have to offer. So this one is the Countdown / Woolworths because they've recently changed their name. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.